dough, you will need flour, sugar, salt, yeast, olive oil, and warm water. You will start off by putting 1.5 cups of warm water into your mixing bowl, as well as 1 whole pack of yeast. The warm water will activate the yeast, which will help your dough rise. Then you're going to add 1 teaspoon of sugar into your mixture, as well as 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now you're going to mix all of the ingredients together on a low setting on your mixer. I would not set the mixer higher than level 2. After letting the ingredients mix for about 2 to 3 minutes, you will add 3.5 cups of flour into your mixing bowl. Use a knife to even out the flour to make sure you get the exact measurements needed. Now start mixing the flour in slowly. You want to start slow so that the flour doesn't get everywhere and start spilling out of the bowl. The highest setting you should go while mixing in the flour is level 3. Side note, if you notice that the mixture of the dough is still looking liquidy, slowly add in another cup of flour. This is what your dough should look like after mixing everything together. You will know your dough is done when you poke it and it bounces back. Now, if you want, you may let your dough rise overnight in your fridge. However, if you want to make your pizza the same day, lay flour down on the counter and place the dough on top. This will ensure the dough doesn't stick to the counter. You will want to fold your dough under itself to make it into a ball-like shape. After placing the dough on the counter, put saran wrap over it and let the dough rise for 45 minutes to an hour. While your dough is rising, preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. You should also prepare your pan you will be using to bake your pizza. You can do this by spreading olive oil around the pan so the pizza doesn't stick. After your dough is done rising, slowly pull the saran wrap off and put a little bit of flour on top of the dough. Now start pushing the dough down, making it into a circular shape. Make sure not to spread it out too thin, otherwise the dough can break. After you have your desired shape, carefully lift the dough onto your cooking pan. You may have to reshape the dough a little, but be careful not to spread it out too thin. First, you will need pizza sauce. Any pizza sauce will do. I will be using this brand for today. The amount of sauce you use is up to preference, whether you like a little sauce or a lot. I will be using about 8 ounces of pizza sauce. You will then take a ladle and start spreading the sauce around. The best method for spreading out the pizza sauce is using circular motions. After you've spread out your sauce, you will add cheese. You can use vegan cheese if you need to. I will be using mozzarella cheese. The amount of cheese you put will also be up to preference. You can put as much or as little as you want. After you add the cheese, you may stop there and bake the pizza. If this is the case, skip ahead. To make Hawaiian pizza, you will first need ham or Canadian bacon. Once again, any brand will do. This is what I will be using. Because my slices are too big, I will be cutting them in half. After slicing the Canadian bacon, place it anywhere on the pizza. Once again, how much or how little you use is up to you. next topping is pineapple. I will be using canned pineapple. If you are also using canned pineapple, the first thing you will need to do is drain the juice into a separate container. The brand of pineapple, once again, does not matter. You can use any brand you would like. I will be using this kind. And just like the ham, I will be cutting the pineapple slices in half because I found that they were too big. Now place the pineapple slices on your pizza. And just like all the other toppings, it's up to you how much or how little pineapple you use. After you've added the desired amount of toppings on your pizza, put it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. After you take your pizza out of the oven, take a pizza cutter and cut the pizza into triangular slices as so.